So this is what the CCNA course, the length is 6 months. Inside we have 3 parts, CCNA1, 2, 3. For now, we are dealing with the first part, CCNA1, that is 2 months. So at the end, we have 2 exams. We have 2 exams, and what you'll get 1 certificate from the NetAcad, like here. If I open your class, Introduction to Networks, if I click on it, I go to Gradebook. And I take, for example, T4 is here, and you must do your exams. So at the end, we have a final exam. As you see, a final exam that you must write and pass. Pass is 50%. And also, I will allow you to do it twice or 3 times for you to get a good mark. There is also a course survey, and the teacher, that is Mr. Max, will say, okay, therefore did all his exams, he did attend the sessions, he's a good student. I check, yes, he's allowed to get his certificate. Then we can print the certificate. If you click on print certificate, so for now I didn't. So if I click again, therefore, and I click here, and I must mark you as completed. It means I'm happy that he did all the chapters, he did attend classes, he's a good student, then completed. Then the system will generate. Without this 3, the system will not generate. It's not me, it's the system. So for last year's student, for last year's student, I'm going to show you for Esther and send to Esther. Esther, for last day, Esther Moleka. Yeah. So this is an example of certificate for CCNA2 that the system generate. I'm going to download it. So when I mark that you completed everything, the system now will issue this certificate for you. Yeah, this is your certificate that you'll get. You'll get the Cisco logo, has successfully completed this one is CCNA2, switching, routing, and wireless essentials. And I sign, and the system will put all of this stuff. Where can you find your certificate if you pass? You just need to go to your, if you're in your NetAcad, top right, your picture, or you click on it, and you go down to badge and certificate. If you click on it, then all certificate that you'll get from NetAcad for the classes I will create, you'll get a digital badge and your certificate. So you'll get 2, the certificate and the badge. So after this course, you'll get 3 certificates, CCNA1, 2, 3, and 3 digital badge. It's where managers will double check if really you did attend courses and if really the certificate, because it's linked to a certificate. See. So it's a very good one. If you want to change your profile, you want to change your name, surname, maybe the orders is not correct, you can change whatever you want to. If you're a male, you put male. If you're a female, you put female. If you're not a male, you're not female. I think, yeah, you say, I don't want to say. If in the morning you're male, afternoon you're female, it's up to you. So yeah, it's your own life. You can also change your language if you want to. Yeah, you can change your stuff. And also, at the end, when we finish CCNA3, and if you want to write the international exam, and you did well, CCNA1, 2, 3, Cisco will send you a discount if you want to write the international exam. It's not compulsory. International exam, yourself a student, when you're ready. Me, I did mine 3 years after I finished my CCN, my NetAcad. Like the course you're doing, I did it, and it was only 3 years later that I do my international exam. It's not compulsory, it's up to you. Expensive also, almost 6,000 train. You contact Cisco, Pearson View, Cisco, Pearson, Peer, how do you Pearson View. You contact them to say, hey guys, I want to do my national exam. Cisco, then you pay them and we'll make a booking for yourself. You decide which day and yeah. So you can do your exam from home if you want to, but you pay them by 300 US dollars. Okay, anyway, any questions so far? Okay, so this is what we'll be doing. So we'll get three steps. Step one, the theory. That's what I will teach you. Theory. Step number two, after the theory, we'll do some virtual labs. That is packet tracer files, packet tracer. Then the step three is what? The physical equipment that will be touching to configure. So you cannot come to the physical equipment if you don't know the theory, you don't know the virtual labs. Why? Because if you come here and I say, okay, hi guys, please create a SVI to allow someone to log on ABCD. You'll get lost. What is SVI? We will learn it here. How to do it? We did some examples here. Now, the same thing we did in both, now we apply to a physical. So a physical should be quick. You connect your stuff and you log on, you do. So even if you're a pilot, you just finish your master's in pilot studies, you cannot just grab a Boeing or Airbus and start working. No, you must go where? To a simulation, pilot simulation, simulator, simulation, I don't know something. I want to learn. Yeah. You go to a pilot simulation with someone to train you. Like if really you are in a plane, he's going to test you, teach you until if he says yes, you're fine. Now you can go to. So it's the same thing. So please, it's not difficult. The theory. You open your chapters, you read, you have your quiz. Then I'll say, okay, guys, in chapter 2, for example, like here, what is it? But I'll tell you, for example, hi guys, okay, where am I in my classes? Your class is, yeah, introduction to networks. I can say, okay, guys, after studying chapter 2, basic switch. You can't see my screen. So who else cannot see my screen? People, can you see my screen? Bijou, Rachel, Ignatius,
Yes, I can see it.
Bertin? Yeah.
We can see.
Thank you. Okay, please check your Wi-Fi connection, Rumi. Maybe it's your Wi-Fi connection. Okay, great. Thank you, Abdul. Thank you, Abdul. Welcome. Okay, guys.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, welcome. Yeah, welcome. So this is how we're going to learn. Also, we have Google Meets where we say, okay, hi guys, I'm going to send you the timetable of the Google Meets for sessions, and you also have the recordings on YouTube if you want to. For example, if I go there, YouTube, Learn Networking Academy, I'll send you again the link. And you go to playlists, you select CCNA1, you click on it, and you'll see some previous recordings that I did. For example, here, CCNA1, Chapter 1 to 4, or CCNA1 Course Orientation. You check which chapter you want to. CCNA1 Chapter 3 and 4, CCNA1 Chapter 1 and 2, CCNA1 Chapter 2 demo, a packet tracer demo. So if you have time, please, you can also watch some recordings that we did. Golden rule with CCNA rules. 1, study 2 hours minimum per day. 2 hours per day. It's not compulsory, but it's by my experience. Me too, I've been a student like you. And we see graduate Cisco all the time. Minimum 2 hours, you'll be fine. Second one, do 1 packet tracer per day. 1 packet tracer per day. Because this course is to train you to become IT engineers. When you say engineers, you need to fix stuff. You need to think how to organize the network. So if you don't practice and with some packet tracer, how are you going to? It's not difficult, but you need to do that. 1 packet tracer per day. You will be fine. If you follow this, you will be fine. And anytime you're stuck, we have the WhatsApp group. You can ask a question there. We'll be helping you. If you have questions, you can specify clearly. Hi, guys. I'm busy studying chapter 2. And let's say, for example, at the section 2.1.5, I'm stuck because I don't understand what is the difference between SSH and Telnet. Can you please explain can you please help me? Then we all know that, okay, it's here. We all need to come here to this section. If you say 2, it means it's related to chapter 2. You see? Then we come here, we read okay. Then we can explain to you. So to explain once, remote connections. You are at home, you want to remotely log on a device at work. You have to use Telnet or SSH. So we're going to do that. Telnet is not recommended because the traffic is in plain text. It means if a hacker grabs your traffic, he can see anything. But SSH is more secure. It's secure shell. Everything is encrypted. So if you want to do a remote connection, you must use SSH. And you must use SSH. Ignatius. Okay. Any questions so far before we start? And also, when we start, we're not going to do page 1, page 2, page 3. No, this one is all days. I give you what is the most important. We call it boot camp training. We give you what is the most important. Then yourself, when you go read chapter 1 or chapter 2, you know already what you need to face. Another golden rule. When you start a chapter, focus more on the introduction, because it's going to guide you what this chapter is about, the summary, and some quiz to test your knowledge. If really you want to be successful, follow my advices. I've been through that. I've been teaching that CCNA for 11 years. I started CCNA in 2004 as a student also. So I'm 21 years with Cisco. I work for Cisco. Everything my Cisco. So it's very, very important. It's not difficult, but you must follow your rules. Also in IT, if you don't understand something, you have to do some research. Research is what? You Google something. For example, difference between SSH and Telnet. You don't know, you Google it, and you'll get some answers. So here you can see some images if you want to, or some videos. So nowadays, everything I can say is via internet also. You can directly go to YouTube. YouTube. Okay, this one is mine, but okay. SSH, Telnet. You press enter. Okay. You have some videos also. So in IT, you must also do some research if you don't understand. So everything is on the web. You can. It's very helpful. Okay, I think you know everything. If you don't have any questions, we start. So today we're going to cover chapter 1 and a bit of chapter 2. Also, next week, I won't be available because I need to fix something regarding my so I'll be available only on Friday. So do we agree we skip the whole week and we start the following week, or we have a quick session on Friday afternoon? Okay, it's up to you. Please think about it and let me know now. So we have class today, normally on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We have classes Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I'll also try to find some community halls, Cape Town. Yeah, if I find a place that is free, I can hire it and I'll let you know. Hi guys, in 2 weeks time, maybe Saturday afternoon where no one is working, please, can we meet, let's say in Mowbray Community Hall or Milnerton or Sea Point Community Hall for maybe 2 hours of practical or 3 hours or something like that. So I'll check first. I don't know which one, but something that is very safe in town or very nice and safe. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll make the booking. I'll pay what we need so that we can maybe meet. So I don't know. A place where we can sit. We have chairs, we can sit and table. So I'm busy checking that. Any questions before we start? So the first two chapters is what? Chapter 1 is Introduction to Network. Introduction to network. What is a network? The definition of a network. What are the components in a network? What type of cable we can use to connect what to what? So you see here, for example, this is a kind of packet tracer that we'll be doing. We'll need to select some cables to interconnect devices for them to communicate. Which device are you going to use to connect a PC to a switch? You must know all this. You cannot just come grab it. No, it won't work. You have some rules. So in chapter 1, you should know the definition of a network, the different types of networks, the component of a networks, and some different types of networks. I'm going to write it for you. I'm going to show you. For chapter 1, what is the most important? Chapter 1. Definition of a network. What is the definition of a network? So who can explain to us? Abdul, you're a network guy. Can you please explain to us what is a network?
Oh, hey, Mr. Max.
Yo.
No, my knowledge is a bit rusty, man.
Okay, no
Still
problem.
stuttering.
No
Still stuttering
problem. No
out in
problem.
Mr.
No problem. So you should know the definition of a network.
I,
Okay.
is a system of connected device that allow users to communicate and share information.
Wow. That's good, Rumbi. So where did you see that? Or you know by yourself? That's great. So we have the definition of a network, the component of a network, component of a network, component, yes. Um, the cabling, the different type of cables. So in companies, it's not you must do all the cabling. We have some companies, they are specialized in making the cables. You pay them, they make it very neat and nice for you. Cabling, and also types of networks. So if you know this one, that's all for chapter 1. So a network is what? Is a collection of devices, a collection or a group. Let me close this one. I'm going to open again Packet Tracer. So that I can explain, you can see properly what. So here I have a router. So Packet Tracer, if you install already, you can go to help tutorials. You'll have some videos there. And also, I think I did register you for a Packet Tracer course. I'm going to double check again. I think it's only 2 hours. It's a very short course for Packet Tracer. Let me check if you're all in. Packet Tracer, if I come here. Okay, Bijou in, Marlene, Rumbi, Mireille. Okay, I'm going to add everyone again. I'm going to add everyone. It's a very short course, 2 hours, how to use Packet Tracer. So I'm going to also add you. So tonight you'll see that you have a new course about Packet Tracer. So if you want to learn more about Packet Tracer, you can go to help tutorials and you can click some short videos they explain. So if you click on the box here, it's network devices, you'll see them down here. If you click on one, you'll see different type of switches. You click on router, you'll see different type of routers. If you click on end devices, you'll have the group down here. If you click on one, you'll see them. You click on see many, you click see many. So for now, I'm going to use a PC, laptop, a server. For routers, I can use a router, I can use a switch. So this collection of assets is not a network yet. For now, it's just a collection. We need to get interconnected. PC to a switch, see, laptop to a switch, a server to a switch to a router. The router also must go to the internet. You see, now we are all interconnected. Is it a network? No. Something is missing. They need to communicate. If there is no communication, it's not a network. So in a network, we have 3 components. First, a collection of assets. Number 2, we are all linked or interconnected. Number 3, they all communicate between themselves. That's what we call a network. So in that network, we have three parts. First part is what? I'm going to show you.
So, Mr. Max, this that we have here in front of us is not a network yet.
Why?
No, no, I'm asking.
Are you asking?
Yeah.
Okay. For now, so if they manage to communicate between themselves, it's a network.
Um,
Yeah, we must communicate. We should be able to ping to each other. You should be able to go to the internet and all this stuff. The design looks like a network, but there is something missing. They should be able to communicate between themselves.
um,
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to show you something. I come here. Feel free to ask questions anytime, yeah, please.
Sorry, Mr. Max,
Yes, you tell us your name first and you ask your question.
it's Gina.
Yes, Juna?
Yes, I wanna start. Sorry, I wanna ask. Are we starting with a network or a packet tracer first?
No, just follow what we do. Just follow step by step. We go step by step. Sometimes I'll show you some stuff in Packet Tracer, but Packet Tracer, when it's time to do some
Yeah.
labs, I will let you know. So for
Because
now, we
the
are
last
busy.
sorry, because the last time you send a note that I read here, I wrote also down. You say we must be focused introduction on network. I don't know, network and basic switcher. So I done with everything with the network. So that's why I want to know if is what we are doing today.
Yes, so today we officially starting the course. Before it was just to prepare you. Now officially we are starting the real training. So just follow step by step what we do, and you'll be fine. So this is our example of network, and inside we have three parts. We have the end devices, we have intermediary devices, and we have network media. These are the three components of a network. End devices, anything the employees can touch or the IT guys can touch. We call it end devices. The switch, we use the switch to connect a lot of PCs to one place so that we can go to a router and internet. So the switch and the router, we call them intermediary devices. Then we have the cabling. These are the three components. So 1 minute, read what you have in front of you, and then we continue. Please mute yourself if you're not asking questions, please. And Gina, can you please mute yourself? Okay, so you should know today. You cannot say I studied IT or networking and you don't know the definition. You don't know the definition of a network, the component of a network, and all this stuff. That's why it's chapter 1, introduction to network. You see. So, and all these, you also have them here. You can also have a look for 1 minute. The component of a network, and devices, intermediary devices, and network media. So when you go to NetAcad, you don't need to read page per page. first thing first, attend the session to have a big picture of what is in the chapter. Then yourself, you can watch the videos, read everything. Okay, so these are the component of a network. Now, my question to you, I'm going to ask you a question. What are the components of a network? What are you going to say? Any volunteer?
Okay, Mr. Max, I want to try.
End user
Yeah.
devices.
Okay, Tefo started, yes. Tefo, are you stuck?
Oh, you want me to mention all of them?
Yeah, yes, all of them, yes.
You will then have the routers and the switches. I forgot the group name there. And you will then have servers in the background.
It's not, you were almost there. So
Oh,
the
there's
component,
a wireless
yeah,
network
exactly.
media. Yeah.
Exactly. So the three components of a network, we have any devices, anything related to PCs, you see. Then we have intermediary devices, anything related to Wi-Fi router, switch, normal router, security devices, you see. This one is IT who manage them. As CCNA guys, we do the configurations, we do anything inside. IT essentials or A plus N plus we touch, you see. But we should know that already. Then our area of expertise, how to configure, to manage all of this stuff. It's what we're going to do. So we go step by step. That was a please study at least 2 hours per day. Now we have a media. We can have wireless, we can have LAN, we can have one. So we'll study all of them. Next step, the media. How many cables, how many type of cable do we have? I need to fix that license of we remove my license. I need to bring it back. We have three type of cables. We have, so if you have packet tracer, yes, question? You have a question? If you open packet tracer to see your cables, you come here. You see connections. If you click on it, you'll see different type of cabling. If you don't know what to use, you use the automatic one. You click the first one, we call it automatic. He will select the correct cable for you. So what for us, we're going to focus on three cables, three types of cables. First one is what? A console cable. The other one is what? The straight cable. The last one is what? The crossover cable. So after this course, please go straight to chapter 1, read, make your own notes, your own summaries. Now, you see, we have three types of cables: console cable, straight through cable, and crossover cable. Crossover cable. A console cable is a cable that we use, for example, you just purchase a router or a switch and you want to start doing the configuration. So you plug that cable to your laptop and to your switch directly or to your router directly. So usually we have blue color like here. You click on it, you click on your PC. On your PC, we have different ports. The port for the console cable is RS232. RS232 in packet tracer is the port for console cable. You click there, you see, now you log on your switch, you click on the switch, and You have many ports. The port for a console cable is a console port. You click on it. It means I want to log on directly and configure some stuff. Then we use a console cable. So you click on your PC. No worries, we'll do that for 6 months. Your PC is here. You can power off. You see, if there is no light, power on. The light is there. You go to desktop, terminal. Okay. And you see, from my PC, I'm in my switch. And from here, I can do anything. We have time to do everything, so no worries, step by step. This is what a console cable is. A straight cable. Now you can check the picture. Straight cable, we use a switch to a router, a PC to a switch, a server to a switch. Crossover cable, switch to switch, and all of this stuff. So have a look and we continue. So step by step, we'll do them many times, but at least it's good. That's why we also have a recordings to. So how to identify a crossover cable? If you have a network cable, for example, you go to Google, you have console cable, you press enter. You see, so usually it's something like that. You plug one to your PC, the other side to your network. When we'll do the physical lab, this is where we will start. I'll give you a cable, but before you touch my equipment, I'll ask you a question first. What is a console cable? If you know, I'll give you the go ahead to. If you don't know, I'll bring my equipment back home. It means you didn't study. So before we do the physical labs, I'll ask you questions first. We have two groups, the females and the males. And it's a competition. Males will have one router, one switch, and the cables. And please, you must bring one laptop. Ladies, you'll get one router, one switch, and also one of you must bring a laptop so that you can connect. So these are some questions, and these are some console cable. You see, we use them to directly connect the PC to a router or a switch to do some configurations. When we are done, we remove them. Server room. Or maybe your switch is somewhere in a server room. You see, like this guy. So you see the blue cable. It's not always a blue cable, but it's a cable that we use to connect your laptop directly to a device to do some configurations. The color can be blue, but I'll show you how to identify a console cable. So you see this guy, he's using a console cable. It goes directly to his laptop to a device to do some configuration. You see. So in IT, you cannot grab any network cable to plug any. No. You must know each of them. This is the first type of cable. Now the second one is a straight through cable. So how are you going to identify them? Now if I type network cable, me I like doing a lot of research on network cable. If I take, for example, you see, This is the network cable. And at the back, so you see the connectors, we call them RJ45. RJ45. Let's see, RJ45. So you take these two and you check the order of the colors. You take one, you see, and you compare the order of the color. If here start with blue, white, green, and here is the same order, blue, white, green, we call it a straight cable. If the order of the colors is the same order here, it's a straight cable.
So,
If
Mr.
here,
Max,
yes,
I'm sorry.
no problem.
So,
Yes.
RJ47 cable and the network
45,
cable.
45.
RJ45, sorry. They're not
Yeah.
the same as the network cable. Or is it the same thing?
Okay, a good question. So this is a network cable.
Mm-hmm.
And we also call it Ethernet cable because this is the type of cable and we call it Ethernet. If it's not Ethernet, you can be a fiber cable. We're going to see that. And at the end, at the edge of the cable, you see these connectors, we call it RJ45. That big thing. Let me cut it for you. So you see this thing, yeah, it's fine. This thing is called RJ45, the connector, RJ45. Yeah. So now, if job interview, they give you a network cable, and we ask you what type of cable is that. Then you take these two RJ45, you check the order of the color. You see, if the order is the same on each RJ45, here's blue, white, red, yellow. Blue, white, red, yellow. If the order on the first one is the same like the second one, we call it a straight cable. If it's the opposite, it's a console cable or a rollover cable. If here it starts with orange, white, blue, and here is blue, white, orange, you see, the opposite, you see, we call it a rollover cable or a console cable. If it's not a straight cable, it's not automatically, it's a crossover cable.
Interesting.
So you should be knowing the difference between this cabling. Interesting, yeah, indeed. Yeah. It's very, very, very important, guys. So when we do the practicals, I'll bring some cables. I'll bring a console cable or rollover cable, and we have a cable. We already know console cable is to do some basic configs from my laptop to the device. Now check here for straight and crossover when we use them. So check 1 minute and we continue. So we'll get time to check all this. So when we do our packet tracer, if you don't know what type of cable to use, you use the automatic one. It will automatically choose the best one for you. Here's a console cable, here's a straight, here's a crossover. So we'll use these three a lot. This one is a fiber, we will never use it. This is a phone cable, we're not going to use it. Coaxial cable, like for DSTV, to plug at the back of our TV, we're not going to use it. These two, we're going to use them. Serial cable is to connect a router to a router. You see. So if you have a network cable or Ethernet cable, these two ends, we call it RJ45. Now, you did IT essentials. If it's a telephony cable, what is the name of these connectors? What is the name of connectors that so guys, this CCNA that I'm teaching you, I'm not going to go page per page. I'll give you what's my experience in networking. I have 20 years, or now 22 now. I'll give you what's the most important, what you face in a company in networking. So you'll be good. IT essential student. Room B. No, room B. You said something already. Difference. Difference. How do you call difference? Difference. Difference between RJ45 and RJ11. So if you check that, you can see that RJ11 is used for telephone systems. And RJ45 is mostly for Ethernet cables or network cables to connect PCs, switches, and all this stuff. So the big one is RJ45. If it's a telephony one, it's smaller. We call it RJ11. How many wires inside? We have 4. Here we have 8. These are some questions we ask for a job interview. It's good to bring your PhD or your master's degree in IT. That's one thing. Now, we want to hear from you. It's where we catch people, you see. So you should know the difference between RJ11 and RJ45. You can go to YouTube to check some videos. We'll teach you all this stuff. So be curious in IT. Do some research and now the different type of networks, it depends on the size. If it's a small size like a classroom or a building, we call it a LAN, local area network. So when we finish each class, I'll send you questions in the WhatsApp group about what we did. What's the difference between a LAN 101? What's the difference between what? So from time to time, not all the time, but from time to time. So if it's a network like City of Cape Town, a big town, a big city, we call it metropolitan. Now, if it's the size of a country, we call it a wide area network. Now, if you interconnect all the LAN and WANs, we call it internet. So you're a network engineer. You should know the correct definition of internet. You cannot say, it's a way you go to Google and we find some. No, this one is people who are finance or doctors. We don't know IT. You are IT. We want to hear from you. What is in the internet? The internet is the interconnection of all LAN and WANs. When we interconnect everything, then we call it the internet. Normally, that's all for chapter 1. If you know what I explained to you, it's what's the most important. So in NetAcad, we're going to add more extra info, but what you should know for chapter 1 is what I explained to you. The definition of a network, the component of a network, the different type of cabling, types of networks. networking today. Yeah, so in NetAcad, you'll get extra info, but what is the most important is what I gave you. Network component, we're going to add more info. So yeah, it's fine. Let me check this one. Internet, you see, LAN ones. Okay, you can check this one, the difference between a LAN and a WAN. You can check this table, and the pictures, especially this table.
Sorry, Mr. Max.
Yes.
Yeah, can you please go back where you started because I'm wrote it down so that I can study more, please.
To
The
study more, you can
definition.
check. Also, you can check the recordings. Like you can check the recording. But anyway, you can copy this one if you want to. You can copy the screen. Rather copy the screen
Yeah.
instead of writing one by one. No. Be quick. Yeah, because now we are professionals. You see. So every time we do a chapter, I'll write for you what is the most important.
Okay, I'm
What is
done.
the most okay. Okay, you can quickly read this one and we continue. The difference between a LAN and a WAN. You can ask for job interview. You can also have the definition on top here.
I have this already. Sorry, Mr. Max, for this one I have already.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so yeah, so if you read, if you go to your NetAcad, you'll get more info. More info. Don't spend too much time. If you have a video how to download and install packet tracer, everything is there. And yeah, any other information that if you think it's good for you, you make your own summary. So sometimes in networking, you'll hear quality of service. Quality of service, it's if you have a network with IP phones, digital phones, you need to configure the switch and the router to give priority to the iPhone traffic, to a voice. We call it quality of service. So voice and live video transmissions require higher expectation for those services being delivered. If not, I'll start speaking to you. After that 1 minute, you don't hear me. You see. So priority to voice, we call it quality of service. Then if we have other stuff, that's not too much important. Okay, so sometimes not like we put too much info and students we get confused. That's why I prefer giving you what is the most important. And yeah, so CCNA, if you want to get a career in Cisco or in computer networking, we have enterprise networking, enterprise security, cyber security, voice video. We have many. So yeah, for us, what we are doing is CCNA enterprise networking. And you have some jobs. So you go to Talent Bridge, if you finish your CCNA, Talent Bridge, if you want to find it, it's somewhere in NetAcad. I forgot what it is. Talent Bridge. Cisco NetAcad. Talent Bridge. Talent Bridge. Yeah, so I'll send you the link, but we must finish with CCNA first. Then I will show you where to get that link. We have some jobs there, and you can apply. Networking Academy. Okay, I'll explain a bit later. Okay, guys, that's all for chapter 1. I'll just try to describe just a bit chapter 2, and on Thursday we'll do chapter 2. Please don't miss chapter 2 because it's about how to configure a switch. So for now, I'll just explain a bit, an overview. My classes. Introduction to networks. Yes, this is your class. So chapter 2 will be how to basic configuration of. It's very, very important. You also have some videos. If you go to our YouTube channel, CCNA1 Chapter 1 and 2, the same thing we are doing, I did repeat there. Then also Chapter 1, CCNA1 Chapter 2, a demonstration of how to configure a switch and all this stuff with packet tracer. When you know that, the day I say, okay, guys, we'll be meeting that place, I'll bring 2 switches, you need to configure. Then you know. But how can you configure something you even don't know the definitions? You don't know. You must know first the theory, the packet tracer. Then when you have the equipment, you know what you do. So you have some videos that you can check. You get CCNA1 and the chapter number, and that will help you. So in chapter 2, we're not going to do that today. We're going to it's very important to read the introduction. Very important to check the summary, end of course summary, something like that. What did I learn in this module? These 2 are extremely important. Then you do some quiz. So we learn what is a switch, what is inside, how to do some basic configs. It's very, very nice and very important. Please, Thursday, don't miss. We start early so that because this one will be at 2 hours. I do one, then yourself also, you open your packet tracer and you do the same thing. It's very easy. If you know this, I can say you know the whole CCNA because everything we'll do will be based on that. Okay, guys, I think we are done for today. Any questions? Therefore, question Bijou, Rumbi, Rachel, Russell, Gina, Mireille, Brother Aaron, Pierrette. These are the network engineers. Wow. That's great. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording. No questions, huh? I'm going to stop the recording and I'll post on the channel and send you the link so that if you want to watch again, you can.